Another video response to Mr. Dark Zodiac about what happened with Von Helton's children or whatever. Not really involved in that. Upload the video to him as a favor. However, you mentioned that the blog TV chat last night was interesting. It was interesting, wasn't it? I thought it was interesting because you were there, and I could tell that you were there. You don't remember me asking you how you knew so much about these people? You were trying to give us false information, trying to drop docs, and trying to act like you were slick, and that you know a lot about them. Yeah, I remember that, and I knew that was you at that point. I know your style, I know your tactics, and I know your approach. That's why I asked, well, how do you know so much about these people? Didn't get another response from you after that, but we want to go ahead and continue. Waving guns. A responsible gun owner does not wave guns. I specifically remember a video that you uploaded to me where you were waving a Ruger KP90 in front of the camera, pointing it at the camera, holding it sideways. Remember that when I made the comment about you're supposed to hold the weapon, upright and use the sights? Yeah, otherwise you're not going to hit anything. Yeah, pretty much. I remember that very well. And you were showing, the video. It was either that video or another one that you did very closely to that one, where you were flashing all the different weapons. You had the shotgun. You were pointing at the camera, screaming, get the fuck back. Do what I say, nobody gets hurt. With the pantyhose over your head, looking like a moron. Or, well, maybe not necessarily you. You said that was somebody else. And I actually started to think now that that wasn't you, that was somebody else. Actually, I'm not thinking that. I know that. It's very interesting. I'm going to get to that in a minute. I did start it with you, and I will continue. And I noticed you said that you sent, videos and emails and things to CNN. Once again, I fail to see where you're drawing the connection between Kentucky CPS and CNN. But we'll leave that, won't we? Okay. Dead baby in a coffin. This fake account that came on blog, that was yours, said, Mr. Dark Zodiac's going to upload a video tomorrow evening of one of Von Helton's children in a coffin. The fake account on blog TV that you set up. You're basically trying to do the same thing that I did to Victor Fox, but you're doing a half-assed job. So we'll leave that. We'll leave that where it is. I need to say no more on that subject. You said that you would never... You said it's not something that you would do. Not something you would do. You're a bastard, but you're not a fucking bastard, as you put it. Anton LaVey, Mr. Dark Zodiac, carving out someone's heart and putting it on your shelf. Saying that you want to do these things to people. Threatening to put explosives in people's mailbox, which I've actually got an upload of that very chat, talking about using knives on people, about knifing people. And you study the work of Anton LaVey, and you've openly claimed on your Mr. Dark Zodiac channel that your goal in life is to resurrect him into a god of darkness, or something along those lines. I recorded that too, so anybody that wants to know about that, go back and look at some of my other Dark Zodiac videos and you'll see that. Yeah. Monster. You idolize serial killers. So you can't act surprised that I would believe you capable of doing something like this after some of the things that you've said. Sorry. It fits the pattern. It falls into place. And I wanted to discuss something else. You mentioned that Von Helton had to have someone holding the camera when he pointed the gun at it. I have a message for Mr. Dark Zodiac, Kenny KPZ. Somebody's a dumbass. I make my point as eloquently as ever on that one. All right. You say that I'm in dangerous territory, that I should cover my face because I'm in danger, that I should be concerned, saying some of the things that I say. I'm just concerned for my employment. I'm not concerned about you or Anonymous. You know why I'm not concerned about Anonymous? Because in light of everything that's going on in the world right now, Anonymous released some information that CNN covered the other day. Anonymous is going to attack Facebook on Victor Fox Day. Remember, the 5th of November. Because they claim that Facebook is storing customers' information. With all the things going on in the world right now, today, right now, they're going to attack Facebook. I will continue to run my mouth about Anonymous and about you. As far as what's going on with Von Helton, I don't know if he'll ever get his children back. I don't know. All I know is, based on what I've seen of them, the videos he has of them taking them out to eat, things like that, they don't look unhealthy. That is the only observation that I made. Those children do not look unhealthy. And that's CPS's claim. But I don't have the specifics on the case. Haven't had a chance to talk to him about it. Haven't had a chance to talk to any of the other parties involved. I will at some point in the future. It's not a big priority to me right now. It's not. It's not very high on my list of things to do, because this is something that Von Helton has to do himself. It is. And if he's watching this, he knows it. He knows that no one can fight for him in court but himself. And I hope he plans to do just that. But I really wanted to touch upon those things that you had to say in your video. Your 20 minutes of talking, you really covered very little. You repeated yourself over and over again. And you don't know who I am. And that nobody knows who anyone is. Kenny. I wasn't sure until just now, when I just watched your video. Kenny, you can take yours off. I'm not taking mine off. How's it going down there in Georgia, Kenny? And you, I know you're going to try to warp that into being a threat. It is not. I don't have time for you. I'm not like you. I'm not the type to resort to physical violence to solve disputes. I'm not. I do just fine. Like this. This is YouTube. Here be monsters. Just a few choice words for that moron, Mr. Dark Zodiac, Kenny KPC.